What's going on, you guys? I'm, as always, Mr. Grimreaper 2, and welcome everybody to another edition of Back in Time. And first and foremost, I want to apologize for what happened earlier. I got emotional. That movie is just hard. It's just hard for me to watch, and stuff like that. The movie that we talked about earlier, Castaway. But we're gonna talk about another movie. Hopefully this will help. Hopefully, hopefully I'll be okay with this one. So, this is A League of Their Own. This movie was directed by Penny Marshall. This movie stars Tom Hanks, Gina Davis, Madonna, Rosie O'Donnell, Lori Petty, John Lovitz, David Strahan, I think, Gary Marshall, and Bill Pullman. And the music was done by the legendary Hans Zimmer, who is not dead, by the way. I just want to make that perfectly clear because because people have been going on Twitter and telling me he's not dead. I know. I made a mistake. The last time I did a movie when I talked about Hans Zimmer, I made a mistake. I apologize still, but that's water under the bridge. But we're still doing Tom Hanks month. Tom Hanks week and stuff like that. Coming up next, we're going to talk about another movie of his that I liked. But we're going to get into this one right now. So, as always, me and Knight are going to go through the plot. We're going to discuss, after we're done with the plot, reading the plot. Yes, there will be spoilers, so if you have not seen this movie, which I'm fucking surprised you never have, please stop what you're doing, click off this video, go watch the damn thing, come back. It's a really, by the way, it's a really good movie, by the way. So but yeah, I just wanna before I start the review, I just want to apologize for earlier and stuff like that. My emotions got the better of me and stuff like that. So, but it's all fine and good. So but anyway, we're gonna go through this plot right now. So here we go. In 1988, wow, the day I was born, the year I was born, Dottie Hinton, played by Gina Davis, attends the opening of the new All-American Girls Professional Baseball League exhibit at the Baseball Hall of Fame. She sees many of her former teammates and friends, prompting a flashback to 1943. World War II shut down the Major League Baseball. Candy magnate and Cubs owner Walter Harvey, if I remember correctly, I think that's played by John Lovitz, persuades his fellow owners to bankroll a women's league. Walter is the other guy. Never mind. Sorry. Ira Lowenstein is put in charge, who is John Lovitz, and Ernie Capadino is sent. His name is Ernie. Never mind. Right?
Okay.
Is his name Ernie? Yeah, his name's Ernie. Okay. I just want to make sure because I'm fucking my shit up here. Ernie Capadino is sent out to recruit players. Capadino attends an industrial league softball game in rural Oregon and likes what he sees in Dottie, played again by Gina Davis, the catcher for a local dairies team. Dottie turns down Capadino's offer, happy with her simple farm life while waiting for her husband Bob to come back from the war. Her sister and teammate Kit, played by Lori Petty, however, is desperate to get away and make something of herself. Capadino is not impressed by Kit's hitting performance and refuses to evaluate her pitching. Asshole.
Yeah,
Agrees to take her along if she can change Dottie's mind. Dottie agrees, but only for her sister's sake. Dottie and Kit head to Harvey Field in Chicago for the tryout. There they meet a pair of New Yorkers, taxi dancer May, all the way May, Mortabito, and her best friend bouncer Doris Murphy, along with spoken right fielder Evelyn Gardner, illiterate, shy left fielder Shirley Baker, pitcher, and shortstop, and former Miss Georgia Beauty Queen Ellen Sue Gotlander. Gentle left field relief pitcher Betty Spaghetti Horn, homely second baseman Marla Hooch, who was scouted by Ernie, Dottie and Kit in Fort Collins, Colorado, genteel first baseman Helen Haley, superstitious Saskatchewan native Alice Skeeter Gaspers. They and 8 others are selected to form the Rockford Peaches, while 48 others are split among the Racine Bells, Kenosha Comets, and South Bend Blue Sox. Damn, that was hard to read. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, really.
The Peaches are managed by former Marquee Club slugger Jimmy Duggan, played by Tom Hanks. A cynical alcoholic who initially treats the whole thing as a joke and abrasive toward his players. The league attracts little interest at first, and the Peaches must adjust to traveling with Evelyn's bratty son, Stillwell. Good fucking Christ. Oh, I have some shit to say about that.
We're going to. Go ahead.
Oh, it was another chick that played the older version of Dottie. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, guys. Let me see where.
Stillwell and tightly.
And tightly wound team chaperone Miss Cuthbert. With a Life magazine photographer in the stands, Lowenstein begs the players to do something spectacular. Dottie obliges when a ball is popped up behind home plate, catching it while doing a split. The resulting photograph makes the magazine cover, and a publicity campaign draws more people to the ball games, but the owners remain unconvinced. The Peaches experience success on the field while forming a tight sisterhood off the field. Marla marries a man she meets on a Rochester Roadhouse outing. May teaches Shirley to read, and Evelyn writes a team song. As Dottie becomes one of the league's brightest stars, Kit becomes resentful, and their sibling rivalry intensifies, culminating in Kit's trade to the Peaches' rival, the Racing Bells.
Whoa.
Yeah. That kind of pissed me off a little bit.
I'm here, yeah.
The Peaches end the season qualifying for the league's World Series. And the locker room, Jimmy gives Betty a telegram that informs her husband was killed in action in the Pacific Theater. The grief-stricken Betty leaves the team. Later that evening, Dottie receives a surprise when Bob shows up. Now, who the fuck is Bob? Oh, okay, Bill Pullman, okay. Oh, we're going to talk about him later.
Well, definitely.
We're going to talk about him when we do. By the way, if you guys, before we go any further, if you guys want to know what one of the reviews for Rip from the Silver Screen is, it's going to be Serpent and the Rainbow, which has Bill Pullman in it. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Just to let y'all guys know. Okay.
That's her husband, yeah.
Yeah. Having been wounded and discharged from the army, the following morning, Jimmy discovers that Dottie is going home with Bob. Unable to persuade her to at least play in the World Series, he tells her she will regret her decision. The Peaches and Bells meet in the World Series, which reaches a 7th and deciding game. Dottie, having reconsidered during the drive back to Oregon, is the catcher for the Peaches, while Kit is the starting pitcher for the Bells. With the Bells leading by a run in the top of the ninth, Dottie drives in the go-ahead run. Kid is distraught, but gets a second chance when she comes to bat with 2 outs in the bottom of the ninth. Under immense pressure, she gets a hit, and ignoring the third base coach's sign to stop, scores the winning run by knocking her sister over at the plate and dislodging the ball from Dottie's hand. The sellout crowd convinces Harvey to give Lowenstein the owner's support. After the game, the sisters reconcile before Dottie leaves with Bob. Back in the present, which is 1988, Dottie is reunited with several players, including Kit. The fates of several of the characters are revealed. Jimmy, Bob, Evelyn have died. Marla has been married to Nelson, a man she met in a bar in an earlier scene for over 40 years. May and Doris are still best friends, and Kit is a mother and grandmother many times over. The original Peaches sing Evelyn's team song and pose for a great photo, thus ending the League of Their Own. Yeah, so... Oh, and I forgot to mention that this movie also is preserved in the United States National Film Registry and the Library of Congress, just like many other films that we have talked about before.
That is correct. That is correct.
Yeah. So, what is your thoughts about A League of Their Own, man?
Well, I thought it was a good movie. You know, if you want to talk about a classic film that, I mean, I believe it, talks about, on the account of, it is based on real events of the all-American girls baseball league. Because, back in the day, I think it was just men that was playing baseball. And this film will tell how women will make an impact in our society to become and now have their own stuff. Now you see women playing baseball, now you see women doing other sports too, and it's not just men. So this movie, like I said, it was good. And of course, Tom Hanks played the coach, and of course, as you know, also a famous line in there, "There's no crying in baseball. Why are you crying?" That was a famous scene. I thought it was good, and again, it has a lot of these actresses that I know a lot about. And I've seen Judy Davis before. Does she was the mother in Stupid Little. Madonna, or her music. Rosie O'Donnell,
and also the sex book that she put out in 1995. Don't forget about that.
Of course not. I'm saying Rosie O'Donnell, we have a talk show, things like that. So to have a plethora of great, familiar actresses, and of course Tom Hanks. My gosh, he had one heck of a movie. I think, like I said, he's saying it's good, and I will watch it again. But we got to talk about some of these characters in the movie that really kind of, but yeah.
Yeah, they're like one little bastard. I want to talk about this little asshole, the little kid,
Yes.
Stillwell. What a little jerk! What an ass. He, if I recall, he made his mother's life a living hell. He also made, he was a little asshole. That's all I'm just gonna say about that. He was just a little asshole. I did not like that little kid. And I was shocked at who played the older version of him. If you don't remember who he is, Mark Holton, who was one of the guys, who was one of the characters in the Leprechaun movie.
That's right. They play Ozzie Jones.
Yeah, yes. Plays the older version of that little brat. So. Yeah. Yeah, of course, Gary Marshall is in this movie. He played Walter Harvey. I think they're sisters. I think him and Penny are sisters, if I remember correctly.
Siblings? Let's see. You may be right here. That's very Scott Marshall. Well, let's say here that he had, I don't know if they are related. I'm not entirely sure. Here we go. He was the brother of actress-director Penny Marshall. Yeah. Okay. And those of you know, of course, Penny Marshall used to be in Laverne and Shirley. Those of you remember back in the day, she's an actress.
Yeah.
And I remember she came out. She did a special guest voice on The Simpsons. She played that evil babysitter. That was so creepy out. But anyway, yeah, that's who Penny Marshall is. That's why I guess you don't know about her.
Yeah. Sadly, both Gary and Penny Marshall have passed away.
God rest their souls.
Yeah, God rest their. Y'all will probably see a little in memory of both Gary Marshall and Penny at the beginning of this video. But yeah.
Anyway.
Oh, she died 2 years ago. Oh man, that sucks.
Yeah, really. Yeah, 2018. Yeah, going to hear wow. Cause were cardiopulmonary failure, or what's to call this disease?
Yeah, that's a heart attack.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta ask, what did you think of Miss Cuthbert?
Well, which one?
Miss Cuthbert.
Oh gosh, how can I explain it? I don't think I can. How can I? What? I'll let you take over there. What do you think about? Go ahead. What do you think?
Okay, I had a problem with her.
Okay.
I thought she was sniveling. I thought that she was a jerk.
Someone agree. Thank you.
I think Miss Cuthbert was. She was okay. She was an okay.
Right.
She was okay when I saw her, but man, she was. I think Stilwell. She had the most problems with that little brat, with that little kid, Stilwell.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I think that's really mostly. But I wanted to talk about the actual characters in this movie. The camaraderie between Madonna and Rosie O'Donnell. I liked a lot. You can tell that they're friends. You can tell that they've been friends for a long time. May and Doris. And what did you think of Doris, man?
Doris?
Yeah.
Let's see. So, hang on.
Yeah, she was played by Rosie O'Donnell.
Yeah, well, of course, as you all know, Rosie, he can be a bit, I wouldn't say crazy, but I don't know, I'm trying to think, what is the word I can say? I'm not saying, there's a word I'm trying to say, but I can't quite say it.
Yeah.
I mean, Rosie O'Donnell play that character real good. I mean, that's all I can say. That's fun.
Yeah, so, originally, I had no idea this was, okay, so it says here, according to Wikipedia, on MLB's network's Costas at the Movies in 2013, director Penny Marshall talked about her initial interest in Demi Moore for the part of Dottie Henson, saying Demi Moore I liked, but by the time we came around, she was pregnant. Okay, so they ended up getting Gina Davis to play the character.
Yeah. And she wanted Demi Moore, which is another actress, by the way. When you've seen some of her movies, she's been in a lot of great ones as well. Anyway, but she was
one in particular that I like.
Of course.
If you don't know what I'm talking about the movie Striptease. We will talk about that sometime around.
Oh, heck yeah. I know what you're talking about.
But Cochino. But anyway. But yeah, I thought Gina Davis did really good. The fact that Dottie and Kit they couldn't come around. The fact that Kit was jealous. She was jealous of Dottie. Which caused the split, which caused the sisters to go their separate ways.
Oh yeah.
I didn't really like that all that much. I liked them as sisters. I thought that they did, that they were good together. You know what I mean? But you know how siblings are. It can be either your brother or your sister. It takes a while for them. It takes a while for them to reconcile their differences and stuff like that. But
yeah, that's what they call sibling rivalry. And Grim and I have siblings. I have an older brother. He has some sisters, and we know what that's like. Trust us.
Yeah. Okay. So let's talk about Tom Hanks' character, shall we?
Oh my God.
Jimmy Duggan. Jimmy is an alcoholic asshole.
Yeah.
There's a couple parts in this movie where he's like, he's trying to. You could tell that he's having a hard time trying to take these girls seriously.
Right.
Because at that moment in time, women never played baseball before. You know what I mean? He's trying to take he doesn't know if he can take these women seriously or not. And during the whole there's a particular part that me and Knight always like. Yeah. When he tells one of the girls, there's no crying in baseball.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite scenes. Yeah, where's you crying? There's no crying in baseball.
So, but yeah, he was an abrasive asshole. He's but Tom Hanks played him. Tom Hanks played him to a T, and I like that. And I thought it was funny as hell. But what did you think of Jimmy, dude?
Oh, dude, I gotta agree with him on what he said. And the reason is because I saw this. I saw how he was kind of alcoholic, and like I said there, and he's like, I'm coaching a bunch of women. Well, what's this about? He did it as a joke, and then yes, of course, that part about there's no bragging. I mean. Oh my gosh! But again, Tom Hanks played the character. I think Tom Hanks played the character really good. I mean, he's that much of good of an actor to play something like that. And don't get us wrong, he's not really like that, but he can play characters like that really well. And I thought Tom Hanks did a great job. As although he was a bit of a, but I mean, I think Tom Hanks did a great job. I'm sorry, guys. Last second, there's no crying in baseball. Or something, but that's the famous one. People know that was part of Tom Hanks' repertoire that he uses. Besides Wilson and besides On the Night the Box of Chocolates. I mean, that was another one that really made Tom Hanks for who he was. So,
yeah, we'll probably get to Forrest Gump sometime later on during this week. But as far as everything else goes, I give this 10 out of 10. What do you think, man?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I agree with you. I agree, 10 out of 10. Maybe I on the same level with that. Yeah, again, if you haven't seen it, y'all got to. If we recommend this movie, y'all have to see it. 10 out of 10, I give it 10.
Because it's hilarious, it's funny, it has its emotional moments in the movie.
Of course.
I felt so bad for the girl that lost her husband in World War II. And stuff like that. I felt so bad for her.
Yeah.
But it's funny, it's hilarious, and stuff like that. And yeah, give it a watch if you get a chance. But coming up next, we're going to talk about another movie. We're going to talk about another movie of Tom Hanks that I enjoyed rather thoroughly, and I think it's one of his best movies that he's ever made. So strap up, ladies and gentlemen, because we're about to go to outer space.
Oh.
The next review that we got planned for y'all guys is Ron Howard's 1995 masterpiece Apollo 13. and that's going to be coming up next here in a little bit. So, let us know what y'all guys think about A League of Their Own and stuff like that. That's going to be it for me. I'm Mr. Grimreaper 2, along with Dark Knight 987, and we will see you all in the afterlife. Peace.